Cancer, welcome. Welcome back. If you're returning, this is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your April reading. It's a general reading for Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and we are using 3 different decks today. We're going to use the Radiant Wise as our main deck. Excuse me. And we'll do some clarifying cards from the Lion Strider and the White Sage tarot decks. Okay. I'm going to do about 8 cards to start off with here, Cancer, and then we'll do our clarifiers after we take a look at those. Hope that you're doing well. The energy's a little weird right now. As I sit down and I'm trying to read, it's feeling, I don't know, muted, uninspired, I'm not sure. But we're going to see what we can do, see what Spirit has for us, what we can connect to and work through. Alright, I think we need just one more. Alright, Cancer, let's see. All right, what are we looking at for you for April? Pardon me. Rest. You need rest. And now I know this is a time when many people are sort of being forced to take space and rest. For others, it's not the case. And it's an actually busier time than usual. And there are a lot of demands being made on you. I don't know which camp you find yourself in, but I do know from the cards that there's a big recommendation here from Spirit that you make space in your time for rest right now. You're worried about money. There's some lack of confidence on the financial side of things. Pardon me for a second here. You're not entirely as comfortable or as sure of your ability to keep earning a living. It's an invitation right now to shift your perspective, to try to see the positive aspects of the present situation, because it's very easy to see the negatives. It's very easy to fall into worry or fear, and you're being invited by Spirit to focus on the compassion that you're being shown personally, that you're seeing others show in the world right now. This energy of compassion is where you're invited to put your focus instead of on your worry. Worry doesn't fix things. It just makes you feel anxious and nervous. That makes your immune system weaker. It's really it's really a strong invitation I feel from these cards right now for you to rest, to take your focus and put it on positive stories, on energies around you that you feel are supportive and nurturing. Something was meant to come to an end, a positive culmination. It almost feels like, there was a deal you were working on and it was meant to happen and close, and it's delayed now because of everything that's going on. You aren't able to have that closure yet. It doesn't mean it won't happen. It just means it's not happening in April. We have a strong feminine energy here of creation, a confidence in the ability to manifest what you want in the world. This could be a person, yourself, or some other strong feminine personality in your sphere, or it could just be an energy around you right now of creation. I kind of get the sense that this is, from the first line, someone who's feeling nervous, but really trying to use this time in a way that is nurturing, or a way that is positive, supportive, useful, and it can be difficult. And it goes from day to day. You might shift and feel differently, but there is a strong energy here, or someone in your environment directly who is that strong energy, urging something new to be born, some new creation to be made. to find the joy in having a pocket of space in which to create. I get the feeling, though, that you were really looking forward to this. This was one of your dreams coming true, and it hasn't happened, and it's delayed, and you're kind of feeling like it's your own fault that it's delayed, that you were blind to something, that you should have seen things shifting, that you should have seen this coming, and I don't think you could have. I really don't. We'll see. We'll pull some clarifying cards, but it feels like this is a worried mind trying to retroactively figure out what sign you missed, how did you mess this up, trying to blame yourself for something that hasn't happened yet that you really wanted to happen. And I don't really feel intuitively that there's anything you could have done differently than you did, but let's take a look for some clarifying cards. It's good to see that you have some supportive energy around you. It's good to see that you have the option here of rest. Even if you're very busy, busier than you normally are in your particular profession, there is still space for rest. That's a pile there. Let's take those. There's some authority figure involved here, a teacher, a mentor, who always told you that you were meant to fight, 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 always have to battle to get what you want in this world. And to date, you believe that that actually has been proven true because you have some joy and some celebration in your life, perhaps a good marriage, and you feel like you got that because of following that guidance to never give up, to be tenacious, to fight until the bitter end. There is, not necessarily, that's not necessarily not true, but there is space here to shift your perspective somewhat, and to see the compassionate, more unified approach to life where you don't have to fight all the time to get what you want. These last two cards, interesting to me. The Page of Swords, this is a message of truth coming to you now, and you're waiting for it. It's as if you know it's coming, but it's not with you yet. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully you know what that's about. Some message of truth and clarity that you're waiting for it to arrive. It's sort of like the next step in your plan, and once it arrives, you can move forward again. We have the Queen of Wands again, appearing a second time. When they appear twice like that, both in the upright, it feels like that's a really strong part of your message for me. This creative energy, this invitation to give birth to something new right now. Any other clarifying cards for Cancer for April? Oh, I guess we'll take those. You have the healing of the Star. There's hope here, hope for your future. There's a healing energy to that card in the way I read. Tower in reverse. There is something that is shifting and changing, something that's meant to break apart, but it hasn't happened yet. Something has delayed it from happening. I don't know why, but I'm hearing divorce. Like you or someone that you know is meant to be having a divorce. I get happy couple energy here, so I'm not sure that it's you, but somebody was meant to divorce, but now there's a delay. There's a delay there. Hanged Man in reverse. Second card that's appeared in your reading twice. The first one was in the upright. The second is in reverse. You're resisting shifting your perspective to the positive. You feel, sort of intuitively, what I understand is you feel like you have to focus on the negatives because that's how you stay safe. That's how you keep your people safe. And so you're resisting that call from Spirit to put your focus on the positive aspects of things. Magician in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse. I feel here that you are you feel like you can't manifest. Like normally you can create whatever you want. Queen of Wands energy is similar to this. Normally you can just make it happen. You make your plan, you work it, you execute, and you make it happen. And here you can't. There's something blocking. And because of that, you feel sort of thwarted. You feel like you've lost in some way, but it's not. I mean, logically, you understand you didn't lose anything. Everything's just sort of on hold. But there's this sort of energy here of feeling a doubt in your ability to create. So what am I seeing overall here? Some big change is meant to happen for you, and it can't happen yet. It's on hold. It's being delayed. And you know that it would be great to use this time of delay to rest and to focus on the good that you can find. But your mind is fighting you on this. There is something that you're waiting for, a message of truth that's coming to you, a shifting, a breaking apart, and it can't happen yet. And when it can't happen yet, you logically understand that you should just be patient and wait and rest. But emotionally, you're very tied to it, and your brain is manipulating your thoughts to make you feel bad, to make you worry. I don't think you're alone. I don't think you're alone in this situation this month, Cancer. But I guess patience, and try to follow the guidance of Spirit to get rest and to focus on the positives and to use this wonderful energy to create something new. That's what I have for you. I hope it's helpful. I always appreciate your comments, and I wish you well, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.